I think the first thing to understand is that where there's a will, there's a way. If you want to become successful, you can be successful. It doesn't matter if you're 16, if you're 14, if you're 22, if you're 30. The moment that you unlock the mental framework that, hey, my life can actually be something more than the village that I grew up in, or the construct that my parents or the narrative that I've been raised under. And thankfully, I got that data set unlocked at an early age. At 16, I realized, hey, my parents were working regular jobs. Argentina had just defaulted, right, over the last couple of years with their debt. And they were in a situation whereby the country was pure socialism. I looked at America. I'm like, I can literally go and get rich. I can go and build a business. I can go and do things that I want to do. Now, waiting tables for me was a privilege. Like, I would go and make $100 in a night. I'm coming from a third world country. That is a lot of money. Sure, I have to pay for rent and things of this nature, but I was like, whoa, I'm at the bottom of the echelon here, just getting started, and I'm making a couple $100s a day. What I need to do is get extremely intelligent. So what I started doing is focusing on unlocking data sets, becoming extremely knowledgeable, because I understood that if I wanted to play the game of life, it couldn't just be hustling. It couldn't just be working hard. I needed a strategy, and I needed to learn from people that had strategies, piece those things together, find my winning strategy, what it means to be successful, and attack that strategy. And Bitcoin, crypto was part of that strategy. Why? Easy multiplier, low risk, high reward. I was part of the bull run in 2017. I lost money in the 2017 bull run, but I knew it was going to come back. I knew social media was going to play a massive part into it because I got into crypto because of social media. So I was like, what I need to do is position myself. So I made a couple hundred, I was about to drop a big amount of something. I was able to make a good amount of Bitcoin. And when it was a couple $100, and I had a good stash of Bitcoin saved up. And I realized that all I needed to do was maintain that money, stashed away because it's hard money, and then just have enough money inside the system to be able to operate. But I'm starting to move outside of the system as much as possible because I truly believe in decentralization. And it's not this decentralization out of the system. It's his understanding that the system is just one piece of the ingredient. And even though it's kind of a monopoly, I realized early on that I need to make money in order to be outside of that system. So Bitcoin was one of those solutions. It worked out well, and here we are today.
But what confuses me about this story is I think we're pretty close in age. When I was 16, that's not what I was thinking. So how were you thinking outside of the system at such a young age?
I think you can't judge how a seed grows in two different gardens. I think it was just a different situation for a different individual in a different time. I think it's not so much that I'm a special individual, it's just that I took advantage of the information and the knowledge that I had at the time. Look how many people knew about Bitcoin before I did. Look how many people didn't buy it. Look how many people saw that e-commerce and making money online was gonna be a thing, and they didn't capitalize on the opportunity. The difference between me and somebody else was that I just took action and I did something with the information that I had. And that's the difference between a winner and a loser. And the reason I'm a winner is not because I have a better brain capacity, because my brain processing power is so much better. No, I'm actually dedicated to what? To winning. And when I realized that I couldn't make excuses, I was fully reliable for the information that I absorbed. And what I did with that information, I decided to act, because action equals reaction. We know this to be true. If there is a cause, there's an effect. So if I'm poor, something is causing that poorness. I need to be able to address it. I was able to address it at an early age, and that was financial illiteracy, inadequacy to be in the marketplace and offer value. And that was what I needed to solve. Become financially literate and provide value. When you provide value, you make money. When you become financially literate, you know how to move your money and keep your money. So many people out here talk about how to make money. Bro, when you start playing the game, you're going to understand it's even harder to keep the money.
Yeah.
And that's a completely different game. But well, that's a conversation for a different time.